Hey everybody, it is Kim Peterson of Uniquely Savvy, and I am taking a break here today to bring you some tips and information, style tips nonetheless. Thank you, Laura Brodniak, for sending me this email with this link on Facebook. It's called 14 Style Mistakes That Will Age You. 14 style mistakes that will age you. Now here's the good news is there were stylists and fashion directors from all around who weighed in and gave their ideas here, most of which I absolutely agreed with. So I will include the link in with this video blog so you have this as a resource, but I'd love to also share with you some expanded tips of my own. A couple of things that they talked about. One was about jersey, the fabric of jersey, and they were talking about how this is a very body conscious fabric, and yes it is. So they were saying wear it if it is ruched. Well, I want to expand that thought a little bit and say you can also wear jersey, again, which is body conscious. You can also wear it if it's in a print. I love this animal print dress, but here's what's true is if it wasn't printed, I would not wear this same size and the same shape because it shows every nook and cranny and curve in the ways that I don't want it to. But with a print, I feel celebrated and fun at the same time as feeling fashionable. This is a great little work top. I love the color of this. Again, jersey, so body conscious, but because it has that print to it, guess what? When I'm feeling a little bit extra curvy or full through my abs, this is a camouflager, and so I don't have to worry about it being ruched thanks to the print. Now, another thing that they talked about was wearing an ill-fitting bra. Now, can you relate to this? I will tell you that after I was curating a wardrobe, gorgeous new wardrobe that I'm coveting, by the way, the other night for a client, I scooted into Nordstrom to get my fitting because it had been a while. And I have a resource for you and also a few things to consider. What you want to know is that at a minimum, every 9 to 12 months, you want to consider going in and getting refit because there's a certain shelf life to your bras, right? The other thing is they recommend at least having 5 bras in your rotating bra wardrobe to extend the life. Now, I said that's quite an investment, and quite candidly, most people I know aren't investing in 5 bras. So she said at a minimum, have 1 nude and have 1 black. But she said the goal is that you give your bra a break in between every wear. The other tip I'd love to share for you is that if you gain or lose weight, say between 5 to 10 pounds, you're probably going to be pretty good with not having to go in and get refit. But if you fluctuate a little bit more than that, that's probably going to change your cup size and you're going to want to go in and get for a bra. This is so important, ladies, because I say you can only look and be as confident, beautiful, successful, and free on the outside as you are on the inside, and that includes the inside of your clothes, which is your foundation. The other thing that they talked about was trends, and one of the gals said, don't force a trend that doesn't fit your personality or your shape or your age. And yes, I absolutely agree because trends will come and trends will go. So for every season that comes up, I suggest to my client, asking yourself, does this fit your personality? Does this make your heart sing? Is this a reflection of the brand called you, your identity? And if not, just because everybody else is wearing it, don't worry about it. Choose those pieces that really embrace and embody who you are. So now that said, just because it's on trend doesn't mean it flatters or it's gonna fit. And that's where they're talking again about it will age you quickly. So for instance, we all know that right now what's really on trend is the gorgeous feminine detail. Can you see that? So you'll find it in dresses, you'll find it on jackets, you'll find it in sweaters and on scarves. I mean, the feminine ruffle is back in full force. Now, that said, a couple things to think about. If you do appreciate the feminine ruffle, then ask yourself, well, how do I incorporate that ruffle in a way that is best flattering to my shape? I will tell you that this blouse that has this collar line, I have to wear specific accessories so that I'm balancing this and narrowing my broad shoulders well. And I will tell you that it has a very different feel than the ruffles on this cut out, not darling, on this cut out ruffled top. And I'll give you one extra tip. I do believe that if you like the cold shoulder look, every woman can wear it. You just want to know how that placement goes. If you have broad shoulders or you're very curvy through the bust line, then what I want you to think is having that cutout come down at an angle so it's actually narrowing this area. If it's straight across like this, what's going to happen is it's going to broaden your upper. Okay, hopefully that makes sense, but we can talk about shape and how to dress to fit and flatter on another vlog if you like. But the other thing is there's always going to be, you know, something in the junior department is going to look different than something in, you know, the Missy department. So you want to look for what is age appropriate. And especially for like leopard prints or animal prints, I think it's really easy to kind of spiral down that wrong alley. So you just want to make sure that it's not only your personality, but that it's age appropriate in both the style and the cut and the quality of what that trend is. Another thing that they talked about was dressing for your shape. Not dressing for your shape will actually age you. That was the consensus. And I think that's true. You know, oftentimes I hear from clients, you know, I'm trying to hide. I'm trying to hide my shape. So they wear things that are too loose. Other times gals are wearing things too small, too short, or too low. And so that's an immediate, it's an immediate call to attention. I think that people recognize that often. And so what I want to recommend is this. I want to encourage you by saying that no matter your shape and no matter your size, you're beautiful, and you can enhance your beauty effortlessly by knowing how to best dress to fit and flatter your unique shape. And the good news is that today we have so many fashion bloggers in Seattle. We have so many stylists. There's videos, all kinds of ways that you can access information even privately so that you can see how to best flatter and fit your shape. And that's exciting news. One of the things that this article was saying is rather than anything else to wear tailored clothing as you're aging, you know, just have it sort of impeccably fit and tailored. And I want to say again, there's room for play there because maybe you're not a tailored gal. Now, if you like flowier clothes like the boho style, or you know, perhaps you just like, you know, things that are a lot more loose and flowy. Maybe you're the, you know, Eileen Fisher or the J. Jill. What I will say is you do want to, I would encourage you anyway, is to have a structured piece to go with that flow. And that way it's going to help to give that shape and give that form and really help the silhouette. Now, I love this little jacket. My point by bringing this out is to show you, hey folks, classic doesn't have to be boring. I mean, at the base, I am classic. Yes, I'm glamorous. Yes, I'm casual, but I am definitely classic. And I think this is so fun. It's actually a little blazer with a peplum waist, and it has mesh detailing. It has some interest, and I love popping this over a sheath dress when I'm giving presentations or when I'm going in to see a client that requires this level of dress. The one last thing that they talked about is accessories. Don't over accessorize. And this is so true. They mentioned Coco Chanel when Coco Chanel was, you know, her quote was saying, hey, whatever that last piece was, go ahead and take that off. So there's an art to accessorizing, and so you just want to make sure that you're not wearing too much, because again, oftentimes it's like, you know, is she trying too hard? That sort of a thing. I love statement pieces. I will give you a tip that if you're wearing a statement necklace, go easy on the earrings. Go easy, go small on the earrings. If you're wearing a big bracelet, then, you know, balance that by, great. If you're going to wear a big statement bracelet, why not statement earrings and not the necklace, right? But sometimes less is more. Sometimes less is more, and it certainly makes it a little bit more effortless when you're dressing. But I hope these have been some good tips for you. Again, I will include this this article so that you can have that for future reference. My name is Kim Peterson, and I am passionate about helping you step into your best authentic self on the inside and the out. So I am passionate about championing your confident breakthroughs in your personal brand, your identity, and your style. So stay tuned, there'll be more to come. Bye for now.